Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is your man, Air Jordan 14. We are back with another episode of Footwear Recap. And that's the series where we talk about legendary and forgotten shoes from today and yesterday. We got a box here, and let's just go ahead and get right into what today's shoe is, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the Nike Air Flight Positive. Now, let me move that so you can kind of get a better view of it. Move that back right there. There we go. Now, this shoe was originally released in 1999, and you know, this followed at the time the very underwhelming Nike Air Foamposite 1. Yes, to my younger sneakerheads, this may seem not fathomable to you, but when they actually originally released them, speaking of the Foamposite 1, they sat everywhere. There were places you could get that shoe for $39, $49. You know, that was the time the shoe was $180, and the sneaker buying public wasn't going for that, nor that they liked the look of the shoe. How times have changed. But so this was I guess this followed that in 1999. It made use of the Nike Foamposite technology, which is basically it's a material that as you wear it, it kind of molds and forms to the shape of your foot as it heats up, and it gives a great fitting experience. I think the reason I like this shoe, I was an Allen Houston fan, still am, and he wore these back when he was with the Knicks, and that made me take notice of the shoe, and I wanted a pair. So this is actually an original pair, and the Flight Pod actually has a regular Nike Air in the heel and Zoom Air in the forefoot. You've got your midfoot support shank here, and this does have, well, I guess you would call it double lasting. You can't see the midsole on these. Here is, of course, you've got your neoprene like over sleeve here that covers the laces. Of course, on the recently released Flight Positive Exposed, which I hate, it doesn't have this sleeve, so all of this is actually visible. And you've got your Flight Positive there on the tongue, and see the inner. Move that guy out of the way here. Let me make sure that you can get this as clearly as you can. I don't know if it'll even show up because of the lighting, but inside it's kind of a black and a gold on the inner, and you've got the 5 dots for the Nike Alpha project at that particular time. And this particular colorway, as on the eggplant, it actually has some iridescence, so it will change in the light. The original will start off as a gold. It will go to a very dark gold to almost having a green effect depending on how the light hits it. I think these retailed for $160 back in the day. Even that was kind of a lot back then, but they actually were a good performing shoe. A bit on the heavy side, which is kind of one of the slight caveats of Foamposite material. At least at that time, it was very heavy, but it fit very well. It had great traction and cushioning. Breathability wasn't all that great, but you had a couple of vents right there, and this material somewhat let the heat out, but it did kind of hold it in, but it wasn't like a super hot box there. So there's your Nike sign there. Give you one last view of them, and there's your outsole there. And there you have it. I'm gonna wrap up today's episode of Footwear Recap. Again, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Nike Air Flight Positive. Appreciate everyone watching. It's your man. Let me see. I'm moving into the light so you can see the back. Just can't see the back there. And it's your man, Air Jordan 14, signing out. Thanks for watching again. Peace.